Good morning. It's not quite going. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. I'll take a minute here and settle in, a couple seconds. Get in your body. Today I'm going to read a little bit from Seeds for a Boundless Life, Zen Teachings from the Heart by Zenkei Blanche Hartman. One of my favorite books, called We Are Naturally Compassionate, the section. With Zazen, we want to notice how our body and mind work together. We want to notice how we can bring our actions more in line with our intention. We want to notice what the influences that drive our actions are so that we can actually form an intention of how to live and follow that intention and not be dragged off into some activity of body, speech, or mind that we have found to be unwholesome. We attend to how we're living our life because we have noticed that there is suffering, both in this life that we're leading and in the lives all around us. We are naturally compassionate. We want to find out how to live our life so as to reduce the suffering, so as to encourage wholesome lives in all of our companions in order that they may reduce suffering. This bodhisattva vow is the ideal of Buddhism in the Mahayana tradition, which is based on waking up so that we can actually be the most helpful to others. Waking up so that our life can be the most benefit to suffering beings. That is the altruistic vow of a bodhisattva. This says you meet yourself in all beings. When you practice Zazen, it is true, in its true sense, you are really Buddha. We cultivate our altruistic intention and we practice every day, and we work to drop our habitual self-clinging thoughts that are driven mostly by fear or desire. We try to live our life in a way that's helpful to beings. The more this gets unveiled, the more our masks come off. And it's almost impossible to really treat others poorly. It's almost the natural way, our natural way. Let's sit for a few minutes. I hope you can stick with it. 3 or 4 minutes. Follow your breathing. Spend this time fully not clinging to anything. Just let whatever is expressing express. thinking happens. It's demanding thinking. Excuse me, I'm busy. Sounds in your room, sensations in your body. Put our attention on this moment. You're perfect exactly how you are. Exactly how this world created you. You can show your face. Try and let your breathing grow. Come into your room. Be in your body. Cold air. Sore muscles from shoveling snow. Whatever is here. Fully give yourself to this. There's no self. There's no self. Precious times together. Sometimes that bell resonates the whole body. Welcome. Ironically for me, in my sort of logical, like covering my face, seems like there's a sense of freedom, like I can do stuff that nobody will see. But and then sometimes, and then the sense of like covering the other person's face seems like, well, that would make them, not recognizable. Like we're always talking about othering. And ironically, though, when I'm showing my face fully, when I take off my mask, is when I'm treating other people to my intentions and my intentions of how to live and follow that intention and not be dragged off into some activity of body, speech, or mind. And we get dragged off for so many reasons. Anyway, obviously I'm talking about ice, but in Nancy's book, Opening to Oneness, in her beautiful chapter, it's Oneness of Self and Other, she quotes Dogen, "Identity with others is non-difference. This applies equally to the self and to others. As we understand identity with others, self and others are not one. As we understand identity with others, self and others are one indivisible suchness. There is a truth that after self assimilates others to itself, self lets itself be assimilated by others. The relationship of self and others is infinitely varied according to circumstances." It's always according to circumstances. And I think that really says it. And it's so hard for me to understand, but if I just let it. Identity with others is non-difference. This applies equally to the self and to others. As we understand identity with others, self and others are one indivisible suchness. There is a truth that after self assimilates others to itself, self lets itself be assimilated by others. So once I recognize myself in others, the relationship of self and others is infinitely varied according to circumstances. All right, way too far. Oh, take off your mask. Be free today. I hope you have a great day. Or I hope your light shines. And we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.